Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to talk about Manifesto Enterprise 2020. Back in 2010, in the midst of the financial crisis in Europe, CSR Europe launched the Enterprise 2020 initiative. We took the crisis as an opportunity. It gave us a sense of urgency to act and to make fundamental changes more rapidly. This is not a straightforward challenge. The purpose of Enterprise 2020 is to give a strong direction for companies to make growth possible, a different type of growth, a growth that can contribute to the enrichment of a smart, sustainable and inclusive society. Enterprise 2020 is built on the belief that a company that integrates sustainability and invests in products and services to tackle sustainability issues will ultimately be able to create shared value. Shared value, that means value for the company, its shareholders and employees, but also value for society and communities, be it at local, regional or at global level. It is the shift from a focus of the short term to the mid and long term that will define the success of a company and its resilience in a global economic context. This image shows what Enterprise 2020 is all about. The base of the triangle shows a requirement for a company to manage its impact, be it the social, environmental or economic impacts. This will not only increase the efficiency of operations for a company and its value chain, but in itself it has positive societal benefits. On the top of the triangle, we put the emphasis on social innovation. This is about the capacity of companies to innovate with their products and services, their business models, and even their workplaces in such a way that it enhances the quality of life of people and communities now and for the future. Since the launch of the Enterprise 2020 initiative 5 years ago, we have seen major improvements. Leading companies have already integrated sustainability into their business strategy and management approach. Some of them have started working more explicitly with their suppliers to achieve enhanced sustainability outcomes, while others have engaged to develop entrepreneurship and bring more excluded groups into the economy and society. There is indeed a wealth of individual sector and even cross-sector initiatives out there, but more needs to be done, given the ongoing challenges in the European economy on issues such as unemployment, aging population and climate change. Business needs to do more and in turn it will be good for its own growth if it does. In order to do that, we drastically need to increase our level of management excellence. For example, in our benchmarking work on business strategy and processes, we notice an increase of the levels of maturity and integration, but we are still far away from a 100% excellent management system and business processes. It is imperative to step up our efforts and to leverage our expertise. The key word for this is collaboration. Collaboration inside companies, inside value chains, between companies from the same sector and also between sectors. But it's also collaboration with other sectors of society, with policymakers to create the right environment and level playing field, with the education sector to tackle the skills gaps, with cities and regions where the quality of life of people is influenced most. There is no time to waste, not for the financial strength of our companies, not for employment, not for the sustainability of our cities, regions and the planet. And that is why CSR Europe and, most importantly, the network of 40 national CSR organizations in Europe, from Turkey to Iceland, want to push this agenda further and make an appeal to other companies, to national and EU governments to make this possible. Indeed, we are a network of 40 business-led organizations in Europe, and combined together, we support more than 10,000 companies on advancing Europe's sustainability agenda. This makes us an important driver for change. And that is also why it's our strong intention to enable this network to collaborate even more closely, together over the coming 5 years, to generate a much bigger impact and to drive Europe's economy and society to become more sustainable and more inclusive. The time is right to do this now. Over the past decade, we have seen an enormous growth of technological communication and other innovations, like the Internet of Things, the circular economy and social entrepreneurship. These innovations hold a big promise for sustainability. However, for the moment, all of this stays at a relatively small scale and at an early adopters level. We need to collaborate more to reap the benefits and to adapt more quickly. That is why we are currently drafting a joint manifesto with all of CSR Europe's national partner organizations. We look forward to launching the manifesto at the occasion of the Sodalitas International Conference in Milan on the 19th of June of this year. At this conference, we hope to bring together all representatives from the CSR organizations as well as their member companies. The manifesto will be a statement of our commitment and a call for action to European businesses and policymakers. We need to do that now. The manifesto will be an expression of a high-level direction to make Europe a better place for business, making it a better place for work, and also making it a better place to live. The Milan conference is the launch of the manifesto. After that, we will ask companies to publicly support it and with the different CSR organizations to put it into practice. On top of that, on the 16th and 17th of November, our network will organize an Enterprise 2020 Summit in Brussels, where all national partners and their member companies will come together and show their work and exchange on practices and opportunities they see. This two-day event in Brussels, with the presidents of the Commission, the Council and the Parliament, will be the real opportunity to demonstrate the power of this manifesto and to demonstrate what each of us is contributing towards its direction. We very much appreciate the leading role that Sodalitas is playing in developing this manifesto, and I wish all the participants of today's meeting a very productive day. I do hope to see you in Milan and in Brussels in what promises to be an important milestone year for sustainability.